Okay guys, another interesting hero. You can play her as mid and as safe lane pick. I like her more as a mid though, much more. I like to leave the safe lane pick to some other heroes. Her build will be pretty much the same whether you decide to go mid or safe lane. So yeah, let's start with boots. Boots will always go into power threads 99% of the time. You need the stat, you need the attack speed, go with the ult. Get a couple of early red bands if you want. Can help you out with some more damage, make it more easier to farm. But yeah, power threads, that's pretty much what you go with the starting one. Second one, it can be pretty much anything. You can just go towards pike. You can just make Dragonlance, stop at Dragonlance, and then make pipe much earlier, or don't even make it. If you don't really need it, you can just stay on Dragonlance, make some other big stuff. Rushing Dragonlance as a first item like this is also fine. You're not that big of a rush to get some other stuff. You can just finish pike if you want. But I like going Dragonlance and then finishing this much later on. Item after that, I would say take a look at the enemy team. Maybe you need to go for a quick Black King bar so you can attack. Maybe there's a lot of spells, disables. You might just need to rush this. Kind of the same story with Phantom Assassin. Sometimes you just get to make one item and then you have to rush Black King immediately. But with Drow, you will probably have time to kind of delay it a bit, right? Get something else. That something else could be Manto style, could be Shadow Blade. Again, you can just get Shadow Blade, you can rush into Silver Edge. Both are fine. This is especially great if there's any evasion to break. Because I feel like with Drow, you don't really go towards Monkey that much. You kind of break him with Silver Edge. Because you're going to be running around with Shadow Blade anyways, most of the time. That's the whole theme that I like with her, just attacking out of Windwalk. Breaking, silencing, right? Getting a quick damage, and if they start running, pour multi-shot on them. So yeah. Manta as well, it doesn't have to be finished Manta, you can just make Yasha. Like you would have agility hero attack speed, you have Yasha, you would have Dragonlance. It's a pretty big agility stack already, and then you can maybe go towards Shadow Blade or Silver Edge. Like I said, you can just leave all of these items in half. You don't have to finish them completely. It works for this hero. It's just how the hero is. So yeah, completely up to you with these. You will not go wrong with any of these. But going like mid game, even mid game towards late, you'll definitely be needing Black King. Manta is great. You can block any stun. You can remove silence, but it's a hero that depends heavily on right clicking, right? Any right click hero needs Black King, ranged or melee, no matter what you have. I know you have silence, you have Manta, you have, let's say you have Pike. Even with all of this, you would still need Black King because you gotta be able to do your basic attacks and just ignore any spell around you, right? There can sometimes be just so many spells that none of this is enough anyways, and you can't really silence everybody and block every spell, so Black King will have to happen at some point. If you finish up with all of these, it's a game like that, you would just end up with the Satanic as the last one, right? Satanic is the last one, big heals. That would be the end of story there. But if it's not a classy game, if there's a bit more stuff in the enemy team, maybe a bit more damage, maybe some nasty right clicks, thinking about going into stats more might be a better idea actually. Depending what you want to swap, right? You can get Skadi as like a nice way of slowing on top of this with some nice stats. There's also Singe and Yasha always on the menu. Yasha effect is pretty amazing. Saint for the extra health and durability. Nothing wrong with this item. And yeah, some bigger items later on that you can also decide is Daedalus. That's like one of the options. But if I'm going like Silver Edge, I don't feel like I need Daedalus on top. You can make it, but you would probably rush to get Satanic first. like just to have like any way to get your health back fast, you will have some utility already. Some your damage is a lot. Your damage is placed a lot in your ult, so it's really debatable. I mean, you can also just completely not play any Shadow Blade or Silver Edge build and just go like this. This is also one of the builds that you can go with. Any combination. Actually, I think you need Manta anyways. Let's not swap Manta, but let's say something like this. This is also viable. Butterfly is also viable. Butterfly is, the problem is it's easily breakable with Monkey, right? It's easily counterable. I really don't make this that much. It's nice stats and all, but the main thing you wanna get out of Butterflies is evasion. And if I can get evasion, I don't care about the rest of the stats. I would then just get some nice damage boost plus the crits. Try to delete people quickly. It's also nice for the heals, extra heals, because of damage and crits. So this is one of the builds that you can go for. There's also Skadi there. It can be Silver Edge. However you wanna combo it, but yeah. Having a complete Hurricane Pike can really save you if they get close to you. The problem with this hero, why I usually don't like her playing much as a carry, is everything depends so much on marksmanship. This is where your real damage lays, and if they break the distance, if they get close enough, you completely lose the ability, right? You completely lose your ult. So having Pike to help you with that, just push them away or run away anyways, however you want to use it, is just why I like having stuff like this, right? I think Pike, that's like what makes Pike really matter for this hero especially. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, if you need more stats, think about Skadi, think about Sen'jin Yasha. If not, if this is enough, and this should be enough anyways, the build would look something like this, with some maybe exceptions like that. But like I said, I would always make Manta. It can save you so much. Any incoming stun, any silence effect. You will have Black King, sure, but why would you want to waste Black King? Like, maybe there's a simple Orchid in enemy team that can kill you, right? Why would you want to waste this? Just cancel it and push yourself out with Hurricane Pike, and then save Black King for like a really big fight. If you can get away with this. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the items. Shard is also nice. It's nothing too overpowered. You can get it if you get some extra money, but I would wait on Shard and get the good stuff first, especially. That's pretty much it. If you are mid, right, you would invest everything into Frost Arrows and then multi-shot and then leveling Gust. So if you wanna go and gank, you have a silence for anything that's happening on the enemy lane. Always take one level of silence, at least you can also save your life. It's not only silence like in Dota 1, it actually pushes back as well, so it's a pretty great skill to have. Even as early as like level 5 or 6, you can just take it, and maybe they gank you early mid, right? You never know, maybe somebody teleports there, they try to gank you. You kind of see him if it's farther, or maybe there's a miss, do the silence, run away. It can really save you a lot of times, especially on mid. Yeah, that's it. Talents now. You will take Frost Arrow damage, of course. You will take multi-shot cooldown. That is your main. Like, one is pretty much, if it's like a more of them condensed, you can just open up with multi-shot. It doesn't have to be like a from the Dragon Lance into Pike will really be handy for multi-shot. It's a huge benefit. Gust is a huge benefit for multi-shot. So another reason to make like a Dragon Lance into Pike. Third one, multi-shot damage, of course. Multi-shot damage combined with your damage with attack range, right? And the last one, you can decide on the last one, but I just like getting marksmanship. It's kind of like last one with Phantom Assassin, where you get a higher crit chance proc. This is your main ability. It becomes that much more important if you're playing a carry, safe laner. So the more procs that you can get, the better. that is your main killing tool, so you want to get those going, right? Especially if we got some nice crits on top of that. Multi-shot waves can be great if they're like often fine condensed and you can just pour damage on them, but it's really a question of a big if. And if you fire multi-shots, you gotta be grounded. You can't move. And usually it can happen that you just get interrupted trying to cast multi-shots. You gotta run away, right? So I would say always mark with Shim Chads. And that's it for Drow, I believe. Yeah, that pretty much covers her. When you get a couple of items, really it becomes really fun hero. It becomes even more fun if there's like a wall in front of you, if there's like a very tanky offlaner, if there's like a nice support combo that can keep them disabled. You just sit there in the back with extra and you just pour arrows on them. You don't care about anything. That is the most fun that you can have with Drow. But yeah, always keep in mind for your ganking, silence is completely useless if they got Force Staff or Ghost Scepter. Always be aware if you're attacking somebody with Ghost Scepter, they're gonna completely block your Gust with that, and when they get out, they're gonna disable you and you're screwed then. So always look at enemy items before try to engage, not thinking just I got silence effect, I don't care, I can kill anybody. I can go wrong real fast. So yeah, that's it, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one.